gas experiments. You cannot see air because the gases are all colourless. You cannot see the gases you breathe out because carbon dioxide is colourless. Yeah, the gas you can see the colour of was called mustard gas. The Germans used it first on the British. I think the British also used it, mate. But it was chlorine. It was a mustard colour. That's why they call it mustard gas. A sort of yellowy colour. Yellowy, greeny, but mostly yellowy. Carbon dioxide is how to say CO2. Cover the inside of a bowl with kitchen foil. Foil is thin sheets of silver coloured metal. Silver is too expensive, so the metal used to make kitchen foil is aluminium. Aluminium. Aluminium, yes, is how to say aluminium. In the UK, and aluminum in the USA, spelt aluminum. Aluminum. So I think I'm going to get rid of that bit there. Cool. Aluminium foil, because I'm from the UK rather than American. Aluminum, if you want American. Anyway, the aluminium foil protects the bowl from drips of wax. Yeah, you don't want wax all over your mum's favourite cooking bowl. Anyway, it's a good idea. Get candles of different height. One taller than the bowl and the other shorter. Put candles in the bowl and get an adult to help you light them. As you can see from the photograph, the way I made candles of different height is I used tea lights. 1 tea light, 2 tea lights, 4 tea lights. Or you can just use candles of different height. It's possible to make them different heights by cutting the bottoms of them, leaving the wick at the top, but cutting off the bottoms to make them different heights. You can even make one candle into 2, but it's a lot of digging around to get the stringy wick to point out enough to light properly. And also, yeah, do make sure your mum says yes, okay, you can use these candles for the experiment. Baking soda makes the gas bubbles in cakes and pancakes. Get a spoon called a teaspoon. That's the one used for tea. That's the little one. A teaspoon has a capacity of 5 millilitres. Well, it should do. That's the official one. Some people make them bigger and smaller, but that's the official what it should be. Milliliters. Put a teaspoon of baking soda in a mug. Right, so you've got your candles sorted out, aluminium foil to protect the bowl. Now we need a teaspoon of baking soda in a mug. Put into a second mug 5 teaspoons of the weak acid called vinegar. Yep, you're going to need vinegar. Vinegar and baking soda. You know what's going to happen. Acid plus baking soda. You're going to get the carbon dioxide bubbles. Pour this 25 millilitres of vinegar onto the baking soda. 25 millilitres, 5 teaspoons. Approximately. Salts in water release ions. Ions. That's when they dissolve in water. Acids in water release doesn't need the editing. Release ions of hydrogen. The hydrogen. And it's better if I put salt, because that Salt in water releases ions. Hydrogen ions, H+, from the acid react with the baking soda to make the gas carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is heavier than air, so it will not immediately go up and mix with the air. It will slowly diffuse into the air, but it won't do it really quickly like hydrogen would, because it's heavier than air. Put your hand on the mug. Oh. Small t. On the mug to keep the carbon dioxide from mixing with the air by diffusion. Diffusion is gas atoms mixing or liquid atoms mixing. Also liquid compounds mixing. Pour the gas, but not the liquid, from the mug down the side into the bowl. If you are careful enough, you will see the shortest candle go out first. If there is not enough carbon dioxide, double the vinegar and baking soda and try again. Go. So you put your hand over the top to try and stop the diffusion, but mostly the carbon dioxide, which is heavier than air, will stay in. Vinegar liquid, baking soda solid. And there's the picture of my mug. My vinegar, my baking soda. Candles used to be made from pig fat or beeswax. Now cheaper candles are made from the black crude oil that comes out of the ground in Texas. The wax, also used to make petrol, diesel, kerosene for aeroplanes, lots and lots of fuels. The wax burns by reacting with the oxygen in the air. Your invisible carbon dioxide pushed the invisible oxygen out of the bowl oxygen. That's better. That's much better. Invisible oxygen out of the bowl, and the candles stopped burning. Yes, no oxygen, no flame. This looks like a magic trick, but scientists call it a demonstration. Demonstration. What you need is candles plus vinegar, baking soda, called bicarbonate of soda, and aluminium foil. Aluminum foil in America. Cooking foil is a silver coloured metal called aluminium. Yes, people still call it silver foil, well, because it looks silver. You wouldn't want to use real silver, it's too expensive. Gas bubbles in cakes and pancakes are carbon dioxide. CO2 from baking soda, written NaHCO3. Vinegar is a weak acid. All acids make hydrogen ions, written H+. Diffusion is gases mixing. The hydrocarbons in black crude oil are made into candles. The carbon reacts with oxygen to make carbon dioxide. Did you notice the one mistake I made on purpose? Write it down in comments. Are you going to be the first, the second, the third, or the 50th to write it down? Press my picture to get more of my videos. Press like, press subscribe. Bye!